Now wow, my country people. Femi Kayode fumes over the claims of spreading fake news, where he said the EU's report on the 2023 election is the biggest fake news ever. This is coming from Femi Fani Kayode, the All Progressive Congress APC chieftain, and has slammed the European Union Election Observation Mission over claims of spreading fake news during the election. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Niger News reported that the EU had accused the former minister for the state and employment, Festus Keyamo, and Femi Fani-Kayode of misleading Nigerians by distributing false information throughout the 2023 elections. And the EU observers provided examples of instances where the APC leaders spread fake news while promoting their candidates. And in a statement shared on Twitter, Femi Fani-Kayode described the report, as the biggest fake news and should be thrown into the dustbin. He said that the EU is still smarting over the fact that their preferred presidential candidate lost in the election. And Femi Fani-Kayode also accused the EU of working against Tinubu behind the scene. However, the president still prevailed. He added that there is nothing that the APC has said about the opposition party's aim of stopping Tinubu's victory that did not happen. So the EU is attempting to tarnish the image of the president by saying the election was flawed with irregularities and rigging. Hey, now wow, my country people. Festus Keyamo and Femi Fani-Kayode had been accused by the EU, of being the ones behind the parading and the spreading of fake news during the election period. Femi Fani-Kayode was once invited by the DSS over a comment he made on Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, on how Atiku was planning on bringing about an interim government that Atiku and the military are plotting to bring upon a coup. They are plotting a coup in this country. And then the DSS got that information that Femi Fani-Kayode had made against Atiku Abubakar. And then they invited him over because he said that Atiku and the military, they are having secret meetings that they want to take over this country through a coup. And then they had to call Femi Fani-Kayode to come to the DSS and explain himself. And then he went to the DSS headquarters. I don't know what happened to him then, but then he went there and he was interrogated. But then at the end of the day, we got to see that Femi Fani-Kayode spread, fake news because Atiku Abubakar debunked the claims, which led to the DSS inviting him over in Abuja. And then, my country people, the EU had made an observation that, see, Festus Keyamo and Femi Fani-Kayode, they are fond of spreading fake and false news. So now, Femi Fani-Kayode has also accused the EU, the European Union, of working against Tinubu behind the scene. However, Tinubu still prevailed. So he made it known that the EU report on the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria is itself the biggest and the best example of fake news, and it belongs to the dustbin. There is not one thing we've said during the campaign about the antics of the opposition, their foreign collaborators, their friends, their backers in identifiable section of the Nigerian and the international media, and their covert co-conspirators in the then corridors of the powers that is not true. So we've not even forgotten what they subjected us to. Now he's talking about the past. And now he has said the truth is that the EU is still smarting over the fact that its preferred presidential candidate lost. So we knew what happened behind the scenes, but that is a story for another day. Now they are trying to demolish and discredit and tarnish Tinubu's victory by saying the election was flawed with irregularities, it was rigged, and that his front-line generals and warriors who stood by him in the heat of the battle indulged in fake news. So they are nothing but poor losers and lost souls. And whether they like it or not, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is here to stay. And God willing, will lead Nigeria for the next 8 years. I am glad that the presidency has responded to their dishonest and disrespectful reports in a decisive and appropriate manner. Yeah, my country people, what is going on? This Femi Fani-Kayode is something else. I can tell that the EU's report was not biased in any way. You see, the problem with most of these politicians, they stand to defend themselves each time they throw words at them. But they will never go through the EU's reports to know the exact content, to know the recommendations, to know why the EU had made such reports, because they are election observers, foreign bodies, and they came during the 2023 presidential election. They observed everything that transpired, and now recently they released their reports and their review of the 2023 general elections. Now Femi Fani-Kayode is saying otherwise. This is the same man few years back that made a report that he would never join the APC. He said he would rather die than to join the All Progressive Congress. But now he is in the All Progressive Congress and he is doing all manner of things. See, it doesn't matter what Femi Fani-Kayode says. It doesn't matter what kind of words that he is using currently. But the truth stands that Femi Fani-Kayode is a stomach infrastructural politician. We know. But then he shouldn't try as much as possible to cover the whole thing, that the elections was perfect, the election that we know really subverted the will of the people. The will of the people did not reflect in the election results. So Femi Fani-Kayode is saying something else. So my country people, Femi Kayode don't talk say, well, the EU's report is fake and it belongs to the dustbin. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.